Hello and welcome to the channel.
Hello and welcome. Dr. Mohammad Shaukat Ansari is back with a new realm of learning in English. I mean a new lesson on the uses of WILL will and SHALL shall. And my dear good learners, you are watching Learn English Language Skills with Shaukat Ansari. First, formulation. WILL will is used in sentences with second persons and third persons. For example, you will, he will, she will, it will, this will, they will, a boy will, a girl will, students will, boys will, girls will, etc. And shall, on the other hand, is used with first person. For example, I shall, we shall. But one thing you have to keep in your mind is that shall is rarely used in sentences. However, will is commonly used in sentences. So the uses of shall are rare. When requirements are there, you have to use shall. Otherwise, most of times you have to use, you have to employ, you have to apply WILL will in sentences. Let's begin with the rules pertaining to the uses of WILL will. Rule number 1. Will is used to express the future. For example, it will rain tomorrow. The news will spread soon. Rule number 1, when you talk about future, you use will in sentences. Now rule number 2, pertaining to the uses of WILL will. Will is used to show willingness, to express desire, to manifest intention. Okay? I repeat, will is used in sentences to show willingness, to express desire, to manifest intention. For example, I will help you soon. Here the speaker shows his willingness to help someone. I will help you soon. I will accept your offer. I will accept your offer. Here the speaker says about his intention. Intention is there. Third example, we will see you tomorrow. We will see you tomorrow. Here there is desire in sentence. The interpretation is that the sentence says about, demonstrates about intention. He will apply for this post next week. He will apply for this post next week. Intention again, purpose again. So rule number second postulates that will is used in sentences to show willingness, to express desire, to manifest intention. Okay, so when there is willingness or desire or intention, you use will in sentences. Now come to the rule 3. Will is used to express determination or insistence. When your level of determination is high, you can use will in order to express that determination, express that vision of determination, express that mission of this determination. Okay, so rule number 3, will is employed in sentences to indicate determination or insistence. For example, I will pass my driving test. It means you are sure that you will pass your driving test. You are working hard for achieving that goal. So will must be used here. Okay, because here intention, here determination is being, here commitment is being shown, is being established. Okay, so will is used to express determination or insistence, commitment or insistence. I will pass my driving test. Example number 2, I will do as you say. I will do as you say. Next example, will you do me a favor? Will you do me a favor? Here there is insistence. So I will pass my driving test. I will pass my examination, determination. Now come to rule number 4. Will is employed in sentences to point out 100% certainty. When you refer to 100% certainty, you use WILL, will. For example, Jonathan will be here at 6 o'clock in the evening. Jonathan will be here at 6 o'clock in the evening. It means you are 100% sure. So when you are 100% sure, you use WILL, will. Next example, he will stay with you at night. He will stay with you at night. It means you are sure that he will be staying with you. Okay. Now next rule, rule number 5, will is applied in sentences to talk about capacity or capability. To talk about capacity or capability. For example, the bucket will hold 2 gallons of water. Here you are talking about the capacity of bucket. Another example, this airplane will take 200 passengers. It means you are talking about the capacity of loading 200 passengers. So far, this airplane is concerned. So first example, this bucket will hold 2 gallons of water, capacity. Another example, this airplane will take 200 passengers. Now next rule, rule number 6. Will is used for indicating promise. For indicating promise. And also will is used for indicating threat. So rule number 6 says, Rule number 6 points out will is applied in sentences to express promise or to express threat. For example, beware, this will create a problem. Here you are giving a warning. Here you are giving a threat to someone. So when you talk about promise or when you talk about any warning, you will use WILL, will. Got my point, my dear good learners? Really, I am doing hard efforts for you, and my purpose is to cover the levels of slow learners, average learners, and that's why I use simple English, and that's why I use pauses in my utterances, that it will help altogether to all of you in learning, in grasping what I say, what I wish to channelize, what I wish to transmit into you. Okay? So rule number 6 says that will is used for expressing promise or warning or threat. Beware, this will create problem. Another example, we will help you in difficult times. Promise. Rule sentence number 1, beware, this will create problem, a sort of warning. Will here being used in order to manifest warning, in order to display warning. Okay, so beware, this will create a problem. Another example, we will help you in difficult times. This is a promise. Okay, another example, we will come and see you next week. A promise on my part, on our part, that we will come and see you next week. Again promise, again commitment. Now rule number 7, will is used to make prediction or a strong possibility. Prediction or a strong possibility. Will is used to point out prediction, to indicate prediction, to express prediction, I mean a strong possibility. For example, they will need an extra bedroom when the new baby arrives. A strong possibility. They will need an extra bedroom when the new baby arrives. Next example, there will be a strong winds tomorrow in the south of the country. There will be a strong winds tomorrow in the south of the country. A strong possibility. You are making prediction. Okay? And you have reasons behind this prediction. Now, next rule, rule number 8. Will is used to make an offer, to offer an invitation, and here you can use WILL, will, in the beginning of sentences. I mean, in the last there must be not full stop, but there will be a question mark. So rule number 8 says, will is employed in sentences to offer invitation politely, to offer invitation sincerely. For example, will you join us for the coffee? Will you join us for the coffee? Here will has been used in the beginning of sentence. It means it is a question form, and when in the beginning of sentence you use could or will or would or can or may, it means you are making polite request. So in order to form polite request, you use in the beginning of modals like may, can, could, will and would also. Remember, And modal verbs are also important for you, that you will be able to communicate with full confidence and in correct way. Okay, so my dear good students, my dear good learners, rule number 8 suggests that will is used in order to place, in order to offer invitation, and here will is used in the beginning of sentence. And I give you the example, will you join me for the coffee? Will you attend my function on Tuesday? Next example, will you attend my function on Tuesday? Now rule number 9, will is employed in sentences for making request by writing will in the beginning of sentence. Just I have told you. Will is used in sentences for making polite request by writing will in the beginning of sentence. For example, for instance, will you carry this for me, please? Will you carry this for me, please? Another example, will you please pass this cup? Will you please pass this cup of tea? Will you please pass this cup of tea? So here will has been used in these two examples in the beginning of sentences in order to make polite request. So for polite request you can use can, could, may, might, would and will also in the beginning of sentences. Could you please help me? No, like this you can use. And in such sentences where modal verbs come in the beginning of sentences, in the last, instead of full stop, you have to use note of interrogation, question mark. My dear good students, just for brushing up, I would like to repeat these 9 rules in short, in brief. First, will is used to express future. Second, will is used to show willingness or express desire or manifest intention. Third, will is used to express determination or insistence. Fourth, will is used when there is 100% of certainty. Just revision, okay? Next, will is used to express capacity or capability. Next, will is employed in sentences to express promise or threat or warning. Next, will is used in sentences to make predictions, to indicate a strong possibility. Next, will is used to offer invitation. And last but not least, will is used for making request. I think you have got my points. I think you are enjoying this lesson. And my dear good student, I have one request to all of you, that you also write down important points while listening to the video or while watching this video. So you have to write all the points for your revision. And number 1. Number 2, my insistence is that you practice your spoken English, you use your English, okay? So certainly you will get appropriate platform for using English, but you have to practice, and in this way you will be empowered. In this way you will be able to brighten your English. Okay, now come to the next phase of this video and this lesson, usage of shall. Shall. Rule number 1. Shall is employed in sentences to express intention, but with first person. It must be used with first person. When you refer to intention, when you refer to objective, when you refer to aim and purpose, with first person, I mean I and we, you have to use shall. For example, I shall apply for this job next week. I shall apply for this job next week. Okay? This is a manifestation of an intention, an objective. Rule number 2, pertaining to the uses of shall. Shall is used for seeking permission, for seeking polite permission. For seeking permission, I have told you, may also used. Okay, can is also used. But here I am telling you that shall is used when you seek permission. Okay, and here shall, again I am telling you, my emphasis is here that shall with I and with we only. So when you talk about I and we, you use in future tense shall. So shall, rule number 2, shall is used for seeking permission. Shall I close the window? Shall I close the window? Shall I open the window? Is that okay with you? Shall I open the window? Okay. Shall I open the window? Is that okay with you? So you are seeking permission to open the window. Now rule number 3. Shall is applied in sentences to make a suggestion in question form with I and we only. Okay. In rule number 2, I have used shall in the beginning of sentence. Okay. So when you are seeking permission, you use shall with I and we, only first person. And shall must be in the beginning of sentence, particularly the implication is for seeking permission. So when you talk about permission, you use shall with I and we in the beginning of sentence. Okay? Okay? So, shall I close the window? Shall I open the window? Is that okay with you? With you? Okay? And rule number 3, shall is used to make a suggestion in question form with I and we only. With I and we only, I repeat. But here shall will be in the beginning of sentence. Okay? When you make a suggestion. Okay? Shall I open the window? You are making a suggestion. Congestion is inside the room, and you wish to open, but you are not alone. You are not at the liberty to open the window by yourself. Your room partner is there, so you have to seek permission from him also. That's why you say, shall I open the window? Here shall has been used in the beginning of sentence and I is there. Okay? Shall I open the window? Shall I leave this meeting? Shall we leave this meeting? Shall we leave this meeting? Next example, shall we begin the meeting now? Shall we begin the meeting now? Now rule number 4, associated with the use of shall. Shall is applied in sentences where there is compulsion of duty, or you can say a compulsion of an obligation to do something in future, or there is a degree of certainty about something to happen in the future. I repeat, shall is used in sentences where there is a compulsion of duty, a compulsion of obligation to do something in future, or there is a degree of certainty about something to happen in future. For example, as you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap. Okay? Another example, everyone shall pay their income taxes. Obligation, duty. Everyone shall pay their income taxes. Now, rule number 5, last but not least, shall comes in sentences to mention a rule or to mention a law. I repeat, shall comes in sentences to mention a rule or to mention a law, L-A-W, law. For example, there shall be no eating and drinking here. It is banned. A law is here. A law has been implicated. Restriction is here. So what is my example? There shall be no eating and drinking here. There shall be no eating and drinking on this complex. Restriction is here. So when you talk about any restriction, any rule, any law, you use shall with all pronouns, with all nouns, okay? There shall be no eating and drinking here in this complex. Another example, there shall be no entry for customers. There shall be no entry for customer from this gate. My dear good students, thanks a lot for joining me, and I hope, I trust, I confide that all of you are deriving benefits from my teaching videos, and I think this is my 27th video. So see you. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining.